Korea.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me here. So, why did you want to make a film about people's dreams and pursuing their dreams or not?
So I would say those characters represent some part of my mind as well. So it's like everything happening in one person's mind and dream, because I think everybody has that kind of conflict when you want to chase your dream, but at the same time you want to be. I don't know, maybe because I'm from Korea, there is like a culture is based on like Confucian philosophy maybe, but like I have that big problem conflict that I want to be like a responsible part of society or family or whatnot, and also I want to be making dream. And so yeah, I wanted to show that conflict in me, and also I chose Texi, the cat, as a place for the conversation and everything. Because one time, like I think it was 15 years ago or something, I took a cat and he offered me jelly actually, the Haribo like gummy bear, and I asked him like, why do you have it? Because he had like lunch, and apparently there was another passenger right before me, and he seemed like a father of family, and he was drunk as well, that passenger, and he was talking about like how he's going to give all this snack to his children, but because he was tipsy, he left it in the cab. And the driver was telling me that he tried to find back the address, but he couldn't really find the right door. So he ended up just eating it, and he was offering me all the snacks as well. And while we were sharing that all the gummy bears, we started to talk about actually lots of things, like lots of personal things as well. He told me about his divorce, and I was telling him about my dream and family issue and everything. So somehow I found that place, Texi, to be like very public and private at the same time. And then after you leave, everything is the relationship is gone. With the driver, like who just talk about all the intimate things. Yeah, that was the idea.
Can you take a step towards me just for the camera? Your film has such a very the tone of it is very subtle and a little bit quiet, I guess. How did you decide on? How did you land on that tone?
So I thought like that awkward silence between the dialogue was very important element in my film, because basically the main character is very confused and he's uncomfortable doing the new job first day and coming back to his hometown after kind of having a failure chasing his career, and all the passengers are kind of weird. So to emphasize that awkward feeling he's having, I wanted to make it like not rushing all the time, but kind of torturing him with lots of awkward silence in between. And I wanted the audience to feel the same way as well somehow. So that was the idea of the pace of the film.
Questions from the audience?
Yes and no. For example, the writer character, the passenger, I wanted him to represent kind of him wanting to be chasing the dream, but at the same time, I thought it was very immature idea of becoming an artist, what the writer character is representing. So therefore, I also wanted to include some image that can symbolize like artist who's actually performing his art very freely. Therefore, I decided to put someone briefly performing art without any audience. But I wasn't sure if it could be like a dancer or whatnot. But while I was doing the location visit, I saw like a kind of carnival, like festival going on, and I saw this guy. I'm not sure if you could see because it was shown very tiny portion of the screen. But he's like a guy, solo dancer who has a kind of a fake torso in front of him. So if you look closely, he looks like he's like doing piggyback, like killing someone in behind. and but actually one of the tours is fake. So yeah, I found it very interesting. So I like, asked him like, oh, Marcel, I'm going to shoot my film like next month. I'm not a joke, and he came. So yeah, that's how it happened.
I was struck by the color scale. It felt very like gray, and a lot was shot at night. I'm curious how long your shoot was and how it was shooting overnight.
Yeah, so half of it was intentional and half of it was not really intentional because so first of all I really didn't want it to look glamorous at all, and I didn't want it to be, of course, not like ugly, but at the same time I didn't want it to look pretty. And what my impression when I visited the location, by the way, to one the island nearby Seoul, and this location is very close to the South North Korea border as well. So there is not much like exciting going on. You see lots of army barrack and like army base as well, and you see lots of fences as well. So like it was very great. So I wanted to go with that kind of monotone feel. At the same time, the night scenes I didn't want it to be like pitch black. But by the way, I shot the film like 5-6 years ago, but I edited it last year. Meaning this was like my very first project I ever done. And we were bad. We were bad at like, arranging all the schedule and production, logistics and everything. We messed up a lot. There were like easily 7-8 hour delay, and some of the shots we were shooting like 4-3 a.m. as well. So yeah, all of our like, ambitious plan to shoot it in blue hour, golden hour, whatever, like failed miserably. So everything we did like pitch dark, but yeah, that's what happened.
So with that, did you just shoot with available light that you bring in?
Oh, we brought some light, yes, we brought some studio light and tungsten light and whatnot, but many scenes, because of the, not shooting going according to the plan and everything, sometimes we kind of gave up on using the artificial light, just purely because we didn't have enough time and people to set up. So that's what happened. But some shop have some light setup, so it's not just all natural light we use.
Can you tell us a little bit about your actors? They're all really wonderful. Are they professional actors, or are they young?
So pretty much everyone, including the staff, actors, and myself, it was like kind of a first project for everyone. So they were also. By the way, so when I was writing the story, I didn't write it like solely myself, but like I was talking a lot with the actor and I was asking them what is actual like issue you have nowadays you want to actually talk about. So I tried to implement that instead of like trying to put them into my script and my character. And so yeah, they're actors, they're acting professionally nowadays as well, but back then it was like very first year of their career as well.
So you launched them.
Yeah, 5 years later.
What else?
It's interesting you said you did this 5 years ago. Have you released any short films between this and that time?
Yeah, so now that I shot like everything last year, but one of the issues I had was that I felt like I wasn't like not enough to like really finalize my film. So instead the like graduation project while I was doing the bachelor and master, like I kept shooting and I couldn't really finish them. And I think it was only the last year I started to feel like a little bit of confidence about like finishing the film and collaborating on it. So yeah, I do have. So I have like 3 short films that has like Southeast 2024 because yeah, that's the year I edited, not the year that I shot. So yeah, and there is one more project I just finished editing, which was shot last year, end of last year as well, and which will be I guess there to submit to the festival soon. So yeah, that's what happened.
And I guess going forward as a filmmaker, is this kind of the style that you think it in, or do you want to switch it up, or do you want to explore it?
Yeah, I experimented a lot, like with lots of handheld and different color as well, and I work with different, actors from different countries as well, like Iran, Turkey, etc. But like the funny thing is, the last film I made, which I just mentioned that I finished like a month ago, that one is very similar to this one. So I guess like I made a little experiment, but like I went back to this original style. So I kind of want to embrace it. I still see lots of things I want to improve and fix, but the main concept, kind of a pace and the atmosphere, and I think I will keep that concept for the future.